I'm 51 years old. I want to retire in 4 years when I'm 55. I feel like there's more to life than just working a corporate job. My retirement date is December 31st, 2029. It was 5 years away, but now it is 3.5 years away. The thing is, I'm more excited about life than ever. I just don't want to wait until I'm 65, like society tells you to go enjoy the rest of my life. Time is ticking faster than ever, and I want to enjoy it. There's things that I want to do that I'm worried about my body being able to handle it in 10 more years if I wait that long. I want to enjoy time with my son, my wife, be able to do the creative pursuits that I want. I can't do those when I'm working a 9-to-5 job. I'm a big surfer, and when you get older, surfing isn't as easy. I want to be able to go mountain biking more. I just want to spend my life doing things that matter to me versus my identity tied to a job. And look, I have a great job. It's interesting to me, but there's a point where they are controlling my future more than I'm in control of my future. What does that mean? It means that there's layoffs happening, there's unforeseen things that I don't have insight into that they do as my employer, and I could get fired. I could not have a job next month. Nothing is guaranteed in life, and I'm gonna work to ensure that my livelihood and my happiness are not dependent on the whims of a corporation. I'm going to walk you through the 4 steps that I'm taking to sort this out for myself, and maybe they'll help you too. The first one is figuring out your why. My why, as I stated, is I want to be able to do creative pursuits. I want to enjoy life. I want to be engaged during the best part of my life when my body feels good, my energy is good, my motivation is high. That time feels like it's now. I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait to live the rest of my life. So say it plainly. Say your whys out loud and figure them out for yourself and get going on it. You could write it down in one sentence. I want to retire because X. I want more freedom. I want more time to go surfing, whatever. It's okay to want that for yourself. There's nothing wrong with wanting things in life. Do you need things or do you want things? That's fine. You should have wants in life. It's okay to desire something. So step 1 is figure out your why.
While you're at it, write down the date that you hope to retire by. That will help you subconsciously achieve your retirement date in the future.
Step 2 is how can I realistically do this and how do I get there? I live in California where housing is extremely high. So let's say I have $1 million saved, and if you go by the 4% to 5% rule, taking out that much money per year would only give me $40,000 to $50,000 a year. I know that maybe sound like a lot to some people, but my mortgage is $5,400 a month. So right there, all of that money that I would potentially have, when people say, hey, I'm a millionaire, I can retire, what does that mean? Do you know? For me, being a millionaire isn't going to allow me to retire. I know that sounds sort of crazy, but that's just the state of my situation with my house. And I still owe, 20 more years on my mortgage. So how am I going to do it? You've got to know your numbers. We rent out an apartment below our house that does give us $3,000 a month income. I know it sounds like, oh, well, now your mortgage is only $2,400. It sort of is and it sort of isn't. About half of that money goes towards utilities, bills, upkeep, projects, stuff like that. The ultimate question is, how could I earn the other part of the money I need to survive? So let's say mortgage is taken care of and I'm good. How could I earn $3,000 to $4,000 a month? And that might sound daunting, but think about it as how could I earn $1,000 more a month? Could I start a side business? Maybe through investments. There's all kinds of ways that you could do this. So those are the things I'm trying to figure out. One is being content creator. Maybe I can make some money doing that. Define a target lifestyle. What makes you happy? What are you into? What is going to work for you? Maybe you could rent out your house and move someplace cheaper, and then you just rent out your house the whole time. Maybe that's something I could do. Once my son's out of high school, maybe we move someplace else and we do something different. I'm not sure. Maybe you'll go experiment and go, hey, what if I lived this place? What if we went there for a month? What if I stopped using my paycheck for a couple months? Maybe that's a way to try things out. Figure out the income ladder. What can I do to make $1,000 a month? Maybe I can make $1,000 a month this year. Maybe I can scale that to $2,000 extra a month by next year. And then $3,000 a month the following, $4,000 a month, and then $5,000 a month. If I can do that, I'm on track to supplement the amount of money I make for my job, money I'm working towards saving in retirement and investments. It's not just the money's cut off Or maybe I can do a consulting job. Maybe I start to find a job where I only have to work 2 or 3 days a week and I'm not working 5 days a week. Start looking at your options and start looking at what you want to do. I looked at my options. I sold a rental property, so I had the cushion. The amount of peace that has already given me is phenomenal. I don't have anyone calling me saying the plumbing's broken or some repair I'm going to have to take care of or anything. I know that I can control the money that I'm investing with that now, and I can use good risk management and just feel like I'm more liquid if I would lose my job or whatever. But having some cushion definitely feels a lot more safe. Being frugal doesn't mean living in a scarcity lifestyle. It just means what matters to me. As much as I'm trying to do YouTube and be a content creator, I'm not buying camera gear like I used to. Before I would have been like, yeah, I'm gonna be a content creator. I better buy this camera, and if I have that thing, I'll do better and all this stuff. I'm trying to use the stuff I have until it doesn't work anymore. Do this today. Write down your why. Why would retirement be meaningful to you? Step 2, list your top 3 or 4 fixed costs. Mortgage, health insurance, cars, food and vacation, whatever they are, just add them up. If you're not good at budgeting and not good at keeping track of all this stuff, get a ballpark and start trying to track it. Pick one lever for the next 30 days that you could cut back on. Start now, don't wait. And then take that small action. Figure out what the small action is gonna be. Try and spend an hour a day doing something towards your goal. It's amazing how much you'll make progress. It's kind of like saving. You start small and it grows over time. If you don't start, you don't grow. So to wrap up, retiring isn't one big leap. It's a series of small steps that you work towards, plan for. It's something you craft for your own specific situation. It's not a one-size-fits-all. What works for somebody or what society makes you feel like doesn't have to be the way it is for you. Find your why, create a retirement plan, figure out action steps you can take, and take an action. That's it. Start making progress today. I'm gonna be working on this journey. I don't have all the answers. I'm making videos about my journey to do this, and I'm gonna keep updating about how I get there and if I can retire. My retirement date is December 31st, 2029. That's coming up faster. It seemed like it was 5 years away, but now it is 3.5 years away. So I'm trying to make this happen. This is my goal and I'm sticking to it. In the description is a link to my 5-year retirement blueprint plan. Download it, check it out, fill it out, start making progress today. If you got some value out of this, I'd appreciate a like or subscribe. Stay tuned for future retirement updates. Thanks for watching.